Welcome to This is SoIN and Merry Christmas. I'm Angie Fenton. On this special day, I just want to say thank you so much for allowing us the gift of telling stories of Southern Indiana. We also appreciate our sponsors, including Movement Mortgage. However you're celebrating the holiday, we wish it's a merry one. Enjoy the show.
So James, tell me about the concept. Where did you come up with Harry's Tap House?
So, Harry's Tap House and Kitchen originated early last year in January. My partner, Tony Revac, which I met back in 2000 down at Buckhead's Mountain Grill. I met
him there too.
I think a lot of people know that place. I was a server, he was a bartender, and we stayed friends for the last 20 years, and it came time to, he wanted to do his own thing, and he reached out to me and said, need a little bit of help, and would have been open right in time for March Madness in 2020, but unfortunately COVID hit and shut everything down. So we went back to the drawing board, fixed a couple things, got it ready, and then we officially opened on May 13th of 2020.
And now I've got this delicious cuisine in front of me that I cannot wait to dive into. I can't believe I got to talk about it before I get to eat.
So we kind of paired the heart attack burger with our bourbon salmon. So we went a little bit of healthy and, well, not so healthy, unfortunately. So what we came up with here is we started with a jasmine rice that we make in the back. We have a proprietary blend of seasoning. We take bell pepper, we take scallions, we cook it off, we heat it up, put it on the bed, and then we're going to take an 8-ounce fresh cut piece of Chilean salmon. Okay. So it comes in, we cut it fresh, and then we're going to put it in a marinade for about 4 hours. It's going to be a soy marinade with some brown sugar, a little bit of bourbon in there. It doesn't overpower the salmon. What we don't want to do is take away the flavor of the salmon. So we're going to grill that to about a great medium, and then we're going to baste it before we put it on top of the rice with a mango bourbon glaze. And we take mango chunks, bourbon, and a honey, and a little bit of Thai chili. We process it up, and then we just kind of coat that over top of it, and then we top it with sesame seeds.
It's not your average piece of salmon. Let's dive in. I got a little bit of that jasmine rice on the bottom, and let's give it a try. Wow.
Got a lot of flavor.
Flavor burst in your mouth. Perfectly cooked piece of salmon, and actually, the rice has a nice texture to it to bring that out. Oh, I love it. Fantastic.
This is what we call a heart attack burger. We kicked around a couple names, but we came up with this because, well, we'll let that be. But so it's an 8-ounce hand patty burger. We top it with every cheese that we carry, which is going to be American cheddar, Swiss, provolone, and pepper jack. And then we're going to take 2 strips of bacon. We're going to take 8 ounces of shaved prime rib, cook that off, lay it on top of it, and then coat it with that Parmesan cheese you can see. And then we'll take fresh onion straws, and then we're going to drizzle it with our house barbecue sauce to give it a little bit of tang, and then we'll serve it on Texas toast.
Oh, baby. I'm ready. I'm just a little nervous. Honestly, I'm really hungry. I'm feeling sassy. So they do provide the steak knife to cut this in half. My sassiness is telling me that I should probably just pick this up. These are catcher's mitt-sized hands as it is. Let's get in here and let's dig into this burger the real way. Oh my. I know why you call it the heart attack burger. We got a lot going on. With that being said, as I swallow this down my gullet, this burger is so delicious, I want to go run a race now. I feel like I could complete a marathon after this. This just gave me all the energy. Oh my goodness. I taste all the different flavors of cheese. That barbecue is very sweet. It's got a nice tang to it. It brings out those salty notes in there. And I think the Texas toast, wow, not your normal bun. Not your normal bun, and it provides more flavor to this. That's just a beautiful burger. Perfectly cooked. We've got burger meat, prime rib, bacon, onion straws, cheese, barbecue on Texas toast with delicious hand-cut fries. I'm overly impressed. This is such a fantastic meal. So we know at Harry's Tap House today, ladies and gentlemen, we've got burgers that can make you scream and some really refined dining options as well, like the salmon dish. I don't know what I would order. I'm gonna be honest, probably the heart attack burger, because that's, whew, I loved it. Thank you so much for having us today with Extol Eats, and trust me, ladies and gentlemen, you gotta get into Harry's Tap House, because not only is this food delicious, but the atmosphere in Harry's, there's TVs with sports all around, a great cocktail and beer list, and then you're right on the Ohio River. So it checks all the boxes. Thank you so much for having us
My
today,
pleasure,
James.
my
Appreciate
pleasure,
it.
my pleasure. Thank you.
Since our humble beginnings in 1908 as New Washington State Bank, we have offered banking the way you want it. Now known as NWSB, we have branches in the communities of Henryville, Charlestown, Borden, Jeffersonville, Sellersburg, Scottsburg, River Ridge, New Albany, and coming in 2022, a state-of-the-art branch in downtown Jeffersonville. As a local bank, all decisions are made right here in Southern Indiana. Our customers enjoy the personal relationships, and we value opportunities to show community support throughout the region. At NWSB, we offer myriad services and modern technology, from online banking to mobile apps with check capture. And we are always here to serve you face-to-face with a smile. At NWSB, you'll find banking the way you want it.
So I've heard what comes first, the chicken or the egg, but I have to ask you, what comes first, the duck or the dog? Talk about Colt. Where did Colt come from? How old?
He came from up near Santa Claus, Indiana, and we got him, he was, what, 4 months old?
4 months old. Yeah,
4 months old.
baby.
And then when did the duck come into existence and become Colt's partner?
My birthday.
How long ago, Anna?
That was in April of this year. I wanted a duck. I said, let's do it. Let's get a duck.
So Cindy, your daughter says, I want a duck.
I didn't tell
No,
her.
she didn't tell me.
Oh, even better.
She sent me a picture of this little duck on her dash in her Jeep.
And that's how you told Mom.
And I said, that better be fake.
At what point, though, did Colt see Petunia and all of a sudden you could see this relationship? I mean, there's an evolution of it that you have captured on social media. When did you start seeing they're not going to be foes, they're going to be more than friends?
I would say, what, 2.5 months
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
Because we waited till she really got bigger because we were afraid he would play too hard with her, you know, and possibly hurt her or, but she holds her own.
Definitely.
She holds her own.
What's their relationship like?
Odd couple. That's what I call them.
It's
Like they're the
sweet.
odd couple.
She follows him everywhere he goes. Everywhere. If he runs the whole yard, she runs the whole yard. When he's inside, she lays by his door and sleeps till he comes out, and then she runs with him again.
What kind of joy have you all received from watching this evolve?
Oh,
A lot of,
tremendous
yeah.
joy. That's where the Daily Dose of Duck came in.
Now, first you have to explain a daily dose of duck, what that is for people who haven't had the pleasure, I will say.
It's a Facebook post that I started because we were
So I'm the one that I started them two together.
yeah, she
with-
started together. And then
I think
started
you were
posting.
gone, and I was like, let's let him out. I mean, she's big. She's, let's do it. Let's get them together and see what they do. So I took a video and sent it to her, and she's like, oh my goodness.
What were they doing in that initial video?
She was just on top of him,
And what was Colt doing?
He was just laying there like, what is that? Like ears going back. He's like, what is this on my back? No growling, no nothing at all. Like,
No.
yeah.
It brings so many people joy. People are obsessed with them. They wait for this daily dose of duck.
What about for you, Cindy? I mean, people are having a hard time. It has been a tumultuous time just collectively across the world, let alone in our own backyard here in southern Indiana. But I mean, you've known some hardships as a family as well.
Right. Yeah, I just recently went through breast cancer in 2018, and it's hard. And then of course we went through COVID, and everything just seemed to snowball. And just watching these two together is just like happy.
It's like a few
just-
minutes of happiness.
It just brings
Yeah.
happiness.
You also did something else, Cindy, when you were diagnosed with breast cancer. You found out that you also have a gift beyond sharing a daily dose of duck, that's for sure. You have a gift for making incredible dolls.
I do. I make them. I started out making pillows for Clark Memorial, and I donate them, breast cancer pillows. And it just led me to making dolls to help pay for the breast cancer pillows for the hospital. So I started making the dolls to help support my breast cancer pillow journey, I guess I should say. And yes, I made dolls, and I posted them. I've made Anna one for Christmas, and I posted it. And people's like, can I have one of those? And it snowballed. I started making them, and people love them, and they're bringing joy to people. Many people, ladies fighting breast cancer, ladies in nursing homes, small children, just everybody. I mean, even my dad loves them. I mean, he'll sit and hold them and, pet it, and they just bring joy.
Something I think is wonderful is that you have taken hardship from your family, and I mean, you've just found myriad ways to bring joy to other people. Are you on a mission? Is this the joy mission?
Yeah, I think so. I really think so.
My name is Jessica Staten, and I'm the Executive Director of Casa of Floyd County. Last year, there were more than 600 children in foster care in Floyd County alone, and this is what the majority of them were given to pack and throw their personal belongings: a garbage bag, the very item most of us use to throw out our trash. These children deserve better, and you can help. At Casa of Floyd County, we are seeking an easy way to ensure children in foster care know that they matter. By donating $25, you will provide a duffel bag personalized with the child's name that includes hygiene and other items that they can call their own. Please visit casafloydcounty.org to give a child in foster care hope for the holidays.
It wouldn't be home for the holidays without Brian Bell, who's been our welcome home contributor on This Is SoIN. Brian, end of year, you've been in the real estate business for,
20 years?
I should say decades.
Yeah.
Now, what do we need to know when it comes to the end of the year?
So if you purchased your house in Indiana, you need to file your homestead exemptions. They are due by December 31st so that you can get that nice deduction on your taxes.
What about when you're looking ahead to 22? And I mean, I think one of the benefits, and it's hard to say benefits because it has been such a challenging time, but a lot of folks really found how cathartic it can be to declutter. Looking ahead, maybe thinking about selling a home.
We always encourage spring cleaning. Start thinking about it in the wintertime. Have your plan for your action plan so that when you're ready to list your house in the spring, that you're ready to go.
1-800-GOT-JUNK. I have them on speed dial. That's one of our partners here, and they make things nice and easy. And I'm telling you, I've got a basement with their name, their number right on top of it.
I have several clients that have utilized them, and they've been wonderful to work with. They come and pick everything up. It's kind of almost like a white glove service where they come in and they're out.
And love that. I love minimalism right now. Now, it's kind of wonky, Mother Nature. I don't know what's going on with her. I think, with the temperatures going up and down, it's hard to believe that it's winter sometime, but maybe she'll get her stuff together and we'll have a prolonged cold snap. Got to protect those outdoor faucets.
Yeah, absolutely. We have like a checklist that we try to send out to all our past and current clients that say, make sure you do these things. Make sure you undo the hoses from the spigots outside. You try to put the mechanisms around them that protect them so that you don't have any busted pipes. Get your HVAC serviced. If there's kind of any drafts or airflow in your house, try to get that fixed so that you're not losing energy throughout the wintertime.
Being energy efficient has changed. I mean, New Albany Heating and Air Conditioning came. We've got a brand new HVAC system, got it in actually last year, and I have seen the numbers. I mean, hundreds of dollars already saving.
What's really cool is our energy companies offer free audits. So all you have to do is call and make an appointment, and they will come out and do a complete audit of your house to tell you where you're losing energy so that it's more efficiency in your home.
Last thing, one thing that you are looking forward to the most in 22?
As far as real estate, I would say I would love for there to be some more inventory on the market. We have wonderful buyers that have been aggressively looking for properties, and I have some that have been looking for almost 6 months just because there's no inventory. So if you're thinking about selling your house, I would say do it now because there's limited inventory. Prices are up about 30%, so now is the time to sell.
What about personally?
Well, I'm looking forward to my little girl turning 5 and, that endeavor of starting school. So we're starting that search to see what it is. And, I'm thankful for everyone in my life and the friendships that I have and, looking forward to hopefully coming out of this pandemic where we can have a sense of normalcy again and, enjoying my friendships with everyone and my family.
Well, you can see more Brian Bell on This Is SoIN coming in the new year.
Hi, my name is Daniel Marlin. I'm the market leader for Movement Mortgage in the Kentucky, Southern Indiana region. Movement was founded in the heart of the economic crisis of 2008. And at that time, no one cared about the customer experience. So Movement came in and completely revolutionized the mortgage process with what we call our 6-7-1 process. Our goal at Movement is to make the home buying process fast and efficient and stress-free. So when we submit a file into our underwriting department, our underwriters have a goal to underwrite that file within 6 hours or less. Movement wants to be an active participant in the communities in which it serves. We want to reinvest in those communities to leave it better off than in which we found it. At Movement Mortgage, we exist to love and value people.
Welcome back to another Explore with Extol. I'm Addie Miners, and I'm here with President of the Waterfront Botanical Gardens, Casey Mayer. And I hear that we are on top of a landfill.
That's right.
Care to explain a little bit about that? Because it sure doesn't look like a landfill around here to me.
Not anymore. So we're regreening a landfill. That's what this project is. And this used to be a neighborhood called the Ohio Street neighborhood. In the late 1800s and in the early 1900s, the river is right over here and continuously flooded this area. In the mid 40s, it became a landfill and was active for 30 years. Once they built I-71, which we can hear right behind us, they decided that having a dump just as you're entering the city was not a great idea.
Not the best look.
So they capped it off. It's been capped for about 40 years, and we started construction in 2017.
And now we have this beautiful garden to enjoy.
That's right.
So what all do you all do here at the Botanical Gardens? What is a botanical garden? I guess I should ask first, because I don't know that I'm really sure.
So Botanical Garden just founded in the idea of plant research and plant education. First of all, you can walk through the gardens and just enjoy the scenery, enjoy the trees, the plant. They have the names, the Latin names and the common names, so that you learn just by being here. We have both native plants and non-native plants. So this is basically a demonstration area, but of course, becoming a demonstration area of plants and trees and flowers also becomes a very meditative space as well. Kids love to come here to see the pollinators. We do a lot of bird watching here. So again, at a botanical garden is about education and research.
Right, so what about the grounds that you have here? I see you've got a nice classroom building. You've got, really multiple buildings on this land, plus all of the beautiful garden space. So what all do you all do here?
A lot. I can't keep up myself.
Yeah.
So we do have a large rental space that holds 250 people. So we have lots of programming there, our own programming, but others can rent for weddings, corporate events, retreats, all kinds of things, and it's a very popular space surrounded by glass so that you're constantly looking at the gardens. Most recently, we built the building right behind us, the L&T Leslie Botanical Classrooms. Includes a teaching greenhouse, a large classroom, a courtyard, a horticulture workshop, so that we can offer classes here. So we do classes and field trips with kids from all over the region. But then we have lots of adult classes too. We have over 90 classes a year, everything from painting flowers to flower arranging to Tai Chi and yoga.
Now we are in Louisville, but obviously Extol, we're Southern Indiana. So what are the ties here to Southern Indiana? Because I know there's a few.
Yeah, so first of all, we're a botanical garden for the region, but we do have a few ties. We have a close relationship with the Community Foundation of Southern Indiana. We do lots of programs for their supporters. We have a partnership with Floyd Central High School. We have an intern every year here from Floyd Central out of their environmental science program, which is one of the best high school environmental science programs in the region. Let me say, those kids are amazing. So this year we had our 4th intern. So it's been 4 years running. And then of course we have one of your treasures from Southern Indiana, Bob Hill is on our board and has been on our board for a long time. He heads up our horticulture committee. I know he's closed Hidden Hill Nursery, so he's spending his time and focus on the waterfront botanical gardens.
So Casey, what is on the horizon here for the Botanical Gardens? What's coming up in the near future?
Okay, so we have a lot. We've got a lot going on here. So in the month of December, we have Gardens a Glimmer. So the gardens here will be turned into a winter wonderland of holiday lights with deer and Moravian stars and sparkling lights and Christmas trees. We have Santa and Mrs. Santa and cookies and cider all through the month of December. So that's something you got to check out.
Is that a paid event or is that?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, tickets are through Eventbrite. You can check it out on our website at waterfrontgardens.org.
Well, there you go. You'll have to just keep your eye on the website for all of the fun events that are coming up here. But I'm really interested in the Japanese garden. I heard you say the closest one is St. Louis, so this is a great opportunity for our region and a very cool new thing to have right in our backyard.
That's right. We're building an authentic, and that's important, but it is an authentic Japanese garden designed by a landscape designer out of Kyoto, Japan, named Shiro Nakane. It will be 2 acres right over here on the site. We're hoping to start construction this next year, and if all goes well, by end of 2023, we will have really the newest authentic Japanese garden in the U.S. This designer has only done 2 other gardens in the States, DC and in Georgia. To see one of his gardens, you'd have to go to Thailand or Russia or some other place to see a Nakane garden. So yes, in terms of what's close to us, St. Louis is the closest Japanese garden. This will be huge for Kentucky and Southern Indiana to have a Japanese garden here for the cultural experience for kids. If you can imagine going to school and being able to take a field trip to a Japanese garden.
Absolutely.
We didn't get to do that growing up.
I did not.
And tourism. I mean, it'll be really, really huge for tourism. So fingers crossed by the end of 2023. And then beyond that, we still have 23 acres to fill. We've only built on 4 or 5 acres. There's 23 acres here. So we do have a master plan that encompasses all those 23 acres. And again, if all goes well, within 10 years, we could have a fully developed botanical garden here in this region.
Well, it sounds like there is a very bright future on the horizon for the waterfront botanical gardens, and really for all of us to have this right in our backyard.
That's right. Yeah, come on out, bring the family. Kids love it out here. We're fully ADA accessible right now, but what that means for kids is they can run up and down and see the waterfall and the water features. So check it out. Check all our programs out, waterfrontgardens.org.
Awesome. We'll see you back here next week for another Explore with Extol.
My name is Bert Hodge. I'm the general manager of Heritage Ford. When I was a child, I stuttered and was dyslexic. I started my career assigned to a junior position on a destroyer, and ultimately I commanded 5 ships, 2 minesweepers, 2 frigates, a SEAL commando ship. I got a lot of exposure to some of the world's greatest leaders. When I retired from the Navy, it was with the intent to join my father here at the dealership. My dad has been an important part of this community for 30 years.
The business has changed tremendously since then, but our moral values have remained the same.
This is a business where honor and integrity matter.
If I'm fair to my customers, they'll come back. If I'm fair to myself, I'll be here when they come back.
I'm proud to have served my country, and I'm proud to sell Fords to my community.
Thanks so much for taking the time to join us this Christmas morning on This is SoIN. We'll see you in the new year.
What is Southern Indiana?
What defines Southern Indiana? Community.
The people.
Rejuvenation.
Local businesses.
Sports.
Animals and people.
Small town.
Culture.
Community.
Great place to own a business.
People.
Tight-knit community.
Tradition.
Friends.
Neighborhood gatherings.
Food is awesome.
Southern Indiana is home.
Watch This is SoIN Saturday mornings at 7:30 on WBKI The CW.